Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Jayant. Our lead story, well, the big MVA, VBA breakthrough is what we are getting to know from sources. Sources have told NDTV that Shiv Sena and the Congress are ready to give Prakash Ambedkar's VBA 4 seats after much back and forth. Remember, there was a long-standing stalemate between the two parties. In fact, Prakash Ambedkar had also given an ultimatum to Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena. And apparently it was Sharad Pawar, who was also part of that key huddle, who asked the Congress and the Shiv Sena to relent and give Prakash Ambedkar 4 seats. My colleague Radhika is now joining us live on the phone line. Radhika has tracked this meeting very closely. So Radhika, it was Sharad Pawar who finally was a sort of the moderator and peacemaker between the two alliance partners, because at one point it almost seemed that the MVA-VBA alliance will collapse completely.
That's right. Crucial MBA meeting that was held some time back at Uddhav Thackeray's residence. In fact, Sharad Pawar met Uddhav Thackeray along with other leaders such as Sanjay Raut and Jayant Patil. While Congress has released a list of 11 seats for Maharashtra, no list yet from Uddhav Sena or Sharad Pawar NCP. In fact, there are disputes over 4 to 5 seats still. So discussions over these disputed seats, including Bhiwandi, Sangli and a few Mumbai seats, happened today. In the current formula, looks like Sena may get 21 seats, Congress 17 and NCP 10. But Congress has been asking for more seats. So now Sharad Pawar wants UBT, Sena and Congress to compromise on the seat numbers, as both are asking for maximum share. So that's where, Sharad Pawar has tried to discuss and come to a compromise or consensus among these parties. Now, VBA seat sharing, of course, was also discussed. Prakash Ambedkar, remember, had given an ultimatum to MBA to come to a consensus by tomorrow. So now what we are hearing is that MBA is ready to give 4 seats to VBA. But the fact remains, we're not entirely certain if VBA will take up on that offer. While MBA is ready to give 4 seats, we are yet to know whether Prakash Ambedkar will be happy with that offer. Sanjay Raut had also earlier today said that Samna, which is the mouthpiece of Sena, will publish a list of 15 to 16 candidates from Sena tomorrow. So in most likelihood, few names could be announced by both Uddhav Sena and Sharad Pawar NCP tomorrow.
Right, Radhika, thanks very much for joining us with that update. So an important breakthrough, or at least what seems like a breakthrough after a long stalemate between the two alliance partners. And some candidates may be announced on Tuesday by the Shiv Sena Uddhav faction as well. But moving now to the big political showdown in the national capital, well, the Aam Aadmi Party has launched a social media campaign wherein all Aam Aadmi Party leaders have been asked to change their social media DPs or display pictures to this particular picture that you see on your screens. Well, this after Arvind Kejriwal's dramatic arrest from his residence a couple of days ago. In fact, the BJP is continuing to demand the resignation of Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. The Aam Aadmi Party says it's illegal and unconstitutional. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal in court has said that he is entitled to an immediate release. Take a look.
उनके राजनीतिक हथियार ईडी ने एक झूठे केस में गिरफ्तार कर लिया है। एक ऐसा केस जिसकी जांच 2 साल से चल रही है, लेकिन गिरफ्तारी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की होती है लोक सभा के चुनाव की घोषणा के बाद। अरविंद केजरीवाल की प्रेरणा घर घर तक पहुंचाने के लिए आज पूरे देश में सोशल मीडिया पर एक डीपी कैंपेन की शुरुआत कर रही है। आज दोपहर 3 बजे से आम आदमी पार्टी के सभी नेता, आम आदमी पार्टी के सभी कार्यकर्ता अपनी डीपी बदल रहे हैं। आज से ये होगी सभी आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं की और कार्यकर्ताओं की डीपी कि मोदी का सबसे बड़ा डर केजरीवाल है।
And moving now to hot seat South Chennai, which is of course one of the most high-profile constituencies in Tamil Nadu. It is home to institutes, prominent institutes and IT companies as well. And what has made it even more interesting is that former Telengana Governor Tamilisai Soundarajan has now been fielded by the BJP, and she filed her nomination on Monday. In fact, there was also a rare camaraderie between the BJP candidate Tamilisai Soundarajan and the DMK candidate as well. My colleague Sam Daniel spoke to each of the candidates of this crucial constituency. Take a look.
As far as the DMK government is concerned, it is anti-people government. People are very angry at this present government. So, along with it, people are very angry at the present DMK MP because she hasn't done anything for the constituency with regards to Pallikarni issue, with regards to CMR, with regards to Metro. So people are very angry at her. Her own party cadres are angry at her. So these factors are in favor of us. Hence we will definitely, with God's grace, win the election. My poll promises would be Pallikarni marshland to reclaim it, to clear off the Perungudi dump yard. 1,200 crores was allocated for it, and work has been started during my tenure as well as when my government was there. But since DMK government came into power, the DMK MP didn't mind about it. Only 20 to 30% of the land has been reclaimed. So when I come back to power,
first of all, I am promising I will be
the entire process, make sure it is implemented in a fast pace and garbage is cleared within a period of 2 years.
First of all, I am voter saying I have run free clinic of South Chennai, and I am facing this election not as a candidate, as a voter of South Chennai. For the past 40 years, I am the voter, and I have run free clinic there, and I always seen the people whenever there is need for them, and I have raised their voice for them, and I want to organize 6 offices in 6 assembly segments. That is my promise I have given. I have given a phone number for contact. I will be within the contact of the people, and I will be the sister, because for that only I have left my governorship and I have come. I want to serve the people. I am for the people, and I want to be one among the people. I have noticed when our Honorable Prime Minister visited Tamil Nadu, it was a very, very strong support for our Honorable Prime Minister. When Brother Annamalai conducted the Padayatra, there was a great support. So definitely the support base has increased, and people also want our Honorable Prime Minister to be the Prime Minister again.
Joining us now, DMK South Chennai candidate and sitting MP, Tamilachi Thangapandian. Thank you very much for your time. What are your achievements as an MP and what are you promising?
I have made a few promises, of which I am really proud to have fulfilled. The major promise was clearing off the Perungudi dump yards, and you yourself can visit and then see that 98% of the dump yard has been cleared through biomining as soon as DMK, our Honorable Chief Minister, assumed power. And the major again thing was the upliftment of Pallikarni marshlands. Prepared a proposal, vetted through NABARD and submitted it to the Global Fund. It has to be cleared through the Union Environmental Minister, and we got the NOC by sheer, like request pushing through. So now it has allotted 200 crores. And you can see that the Pallikarni track, walking track, a park has also been established by our Chief Minister. And I would like to mention a point. Tamil Nadu is the only state which has Climate Council Board. And our Chief Minister is the only Chief Minister who is the president of that board. People are now talking about raising and lowering temperature in Coimbatore. Well, they should mind about this. I don't see anybody as a primary opponent because we are well ahead with our achievements, with my own promises being fulfilled. So I don't see anybody who's, sort of a very prominent opponent. So we are well ahead.
And staying with news from Tamil Nadu, well, the DMK allies have met MNM chief Kamal Haasan, and Kamal Haasan is set to start campaigning for the DMK from the 29th of March. He's likely to begin from the Erode constituency. Remember, Kamal Haasan is among the star campaigners of the DMK alliance. Though the MNM has not been given any Lok Sabha seats, in all likelihood it will be given Rajya Sabha seats in 2025. And in other news, well, former Telengana Special Investigation Team Chief Prabhakar Rao, who was the former IB chief of Telangana, has been named accused number 1, the main accused in the sensational phone tapping case. What are the allegations? Well, the allegation is that he allegedly set up a unit to tap phones of opposition leaders during the BRS's regime. So he was a top bureaucrat of the KCR government, and there are sensational claims against him, and a lookout notice has been issued against him as well. This is senior police officers have already been arrested, and some other officers are on the radar as well. And now, an absolutely horrific news. A 9-year-old was kidnapped and killed in Thane. Police sources have told NDTV that the accused was kidnapped. So it seems like a child for money case. And the accused also killed the child due to fear of being caught. So absolutely horrific there. In fact, the police have already made 2 arrests in the case. Take a look.
गोरेगांव करके जो गांव है वहाँ पे एक लड़का उसको किडनैप किया गया था रैंसम के लिए, और उसको जो है वो बेसिकली और भी कुछ उसके पीछे क्या कारण है, उसमें जो निष्पन्न जो भी कोई एक्यूज्ड है वो सब हमारे कस्टडी में है, और इसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन जो है हम डिटेल में इसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन आगे कर रहे हैं.
What an absolutely horrific case there. We'll take a short break now, but news continues on the other side. Welcome back. News now from the National Capital Region. Well, the RWAs are a very crucial part of the electorate when it comes to New Delhi and its adjoining areas. And now a big campaign has been launched by them for home registries. They say that if their homes are not registered, there will be no vote on their part. Take a look.
This is a war cry in many Noida and Greater Noida housing societies this election season. As the campaigning begins for Lok Sabha elections, Noida and Greater Noida residents have started their own campaign. It's a protest against the local development authorities and MP Mahesh Sharma, who's also a former Union Cabinet Minister. A desperate cry for justice from homeowners who have been grappling with unfulfilled promises of registry of their flats for years. The campaign has gained traction in multiple societies including Gardenia Glory in Sector 46, Futech Gateway in Sector 75, Himalayan Pride in Greater Noida West and Nirala Greens and Global in Greater Noida West.
हमारे सोसाइटी में लगभग 4 टावर हैं, जिसमें 3 टावर की रजिस्ट्री ऑलमोस्ट हो गई है, लेकिन एक टावर ऐसा है जिसकी रजिस्ट्री पिछले 2 साल से पेंडिंग है. हम निवासी बिल्डर के चक्कर काट के थक चुके हैं.
हम लोगों ने अथॉरिटी में और बिल्डर के यहाँ चक्कर काट कर परेशान हो गए हैं, लेकिन बिल्डर और अथॉरिटी दोनों लोग में से कोई भी हमारी रजिस्ट्री नहीं करवा रहा है. अतः हम सरकार से गुहार लगाते हैं कि हमारी रजिस्ट्री कराकर हमें मकान का मालिकाना हक दिया जाए.
The protests have caught the attention of developers, builders and local authorities. In response to the outcry from residents of Nirala Greens in Greater Noida, the builder has reportedly deposited 25% of pending dues to the authority. However, there is still a long way to go.
2009 में मैंने यहाँ अप्लाई किया था, 13 के एंड में मकान देना था. तब से ये हमें लगातार डेट और बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं, और उसके बाद इन्होंने लुक आफ्टर करना भी छोड़ दिया था.
Everyone is betting for the builder. हमारे साथ कोई नहीं है, सब बिल्डर की लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं. यदि कोर्ट से ऑर्डर ले आओ. We are living here as unauthorized.
At Gardenia Glory Society in Sector 46, residents staged a protest under the banner of No Registry, No Vote. Despite getting their flats a decade ago, the residents are still waiting to secure ownership rights even after paying the full cost of the flats years ago. They now hope that in election season their voices will be heard. With Gaurav Dwivedi, Bureau Report, NDTV.
And moving now to the big international headline. Well, in a first, the UN has adopted an immediate resolution as far as ceasefire in Gaza is concerned, an immediate ceasefire resolution for Gaza. The UNSC has adopted this crucial resolution. But what's also important is that the US has abstained from voting on this resolution. Vishal Vivek is now joining us live on the broadcast. So, Vishal, this is a key resolution, though there have been several watered down versions of a similar resolution in the past as well, but a call for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Extremely crucial, but the US abstaining.
That's right, Vedant. This is the first time the UNSC has adopted such a resolution ever since the war started about 6 months ago. So this is a big deal as far as the war is concerned. It all now boils down to both Israel and Hamas. So getting back to the resolution, while the UNSC resolution is legally binding, it's sort of an international law, but it still, remains to be seen whether Israel or Hamas will pay heed to UN's words. UN can say a few strong words, but it does not really have the, right to intervene the war. So that remains to be seen. Even then, it's a big deal. First time the US has abstained. Up until now, the US had vetoed similar resolution about 3 times. So this is sort of a shift from the policy that the US had adopted ever since the war started. Even though US is saying it's not a shift in policy, but Israel has interpreted it in that way and cancelled its a delegation's visit to the US, which is supposed to begin on Monday, US time. So that remains to be seen whether anyone from Israel actually goes to the US. That was supposed to be sort of a bridge between US and Israel as far as the recent relations are concerned. That visit was supposed to be, some sort of US and Israel both had recently, they had been, there was few problems between both the countries. So this visit was supposed to solve those problems. Now that the visit won't happen, that will be a big deal.
Right, Vishal, this as, a large-scale destruction continues on the ground and the war is still killing people. Certainly a failure of diplomacy there, but thanks very much for that update. An important resolution being adopted in the UNSC. That's all the time that we have on this bulletin from all of us here. Goodbye.